I thought for a second exhibition game, we did some things well. It's nice to get these two out of the way. Next week when things start, I'm hoping that we'll start with a lot of confidence at home, particularly continue to shoot the ball. One of the things that we've noticed in all of our scrimmages, whether it's a scrimmage between ourselves or bringing in a scout team to scrimmage, or in the two exhibition games, we continue to shoot over 50% from the field. So I felt like we had a really good shooting team coming into the year, and I'm happy to see a couple more guys are starting to, what I call, get on their game, so they get their confidence and they start to shoot it well. So that's the encouraging part. I think a big area we got to work on is rebounding the basketball. I thought with these two smaller teams we played, obviously Connor will help in that when we get them back this next week, but we got to do a much better job of rebounding. Those are points that we're leaving out on the floor, giving teams so many second shot opportunities. But to play that fast and only have 14 turnovers in the game, have 34 buckets off of 21 assists, guys are sharing the ball. They're doing some really good things for so many new guys right now.
I think something like 13 seconds per possession. Was this the pace you've been waiting to see?
I think in Oregon we were like 8 seconds getting up and down. So 13 is pretty good for this group. And with the new 30-second shot clock, hopefully you can see that's not going to really affect us because we like to play fast. We like to get up shots. We like to turn it over and turn you over defensively so we can get out and run. But that is pretty good. That's kind of about where we need to be. But I think we can even play faster. And guys will see that on tape just by getting the rebound cleaner, getting the outlet cleaner. But I love the way we're running the floor right now. I love the way we're sharing the ball right now.
With so many new guys, it seemed like your press was pretty well developed. Are they running it the way you would want them to?
There's a couple more presses that we have that we didn't show and we didn't want to yet that we need to work on. They're doing it for so many new guys. They're doing a good job in that area. I think for us right now, defensively, we need to do a better job of just being more mentally locked in on a possession-by-possession basis. Mm-hmm. And with so many new guys, I still don't feel like we're running offense in the half court as crisp or as hard or as smooth as we need to run it right now. And that's a big focal point this week coming up, offense and rebounding the ball, half-court offense.
Renard, shooting-wise, is that a little bit more of what you expect from yourself?
Sorry. First of all, I want to thank my teammates for finding me and giving me the open looks. And without them, I wouldn't be able to hit those shots. And before the game, I was just working on pre-gaming and working on my shots, and it just felt good tonight.
Viont'e, when you have a teammate who hits, I think, his first 4 threes, do you really start to look for him?
Yeah, you really start to look for him because you know he's hot. And when he gets hot, he gets going. So, when I got in the game, when he was both in the game, that's what I wanted to do, just keep getting open shots and for him to keep knocking them down.
It looked like it got a little chippier in the second half. Do you think you and Robo kind of fed off that? It seemed like you both kind of stepped up once it got more physical.
I mean, well, that's what we're supposed to do, is be physical and be tough. It's a part of the game. You don't want to be coming to the game soft and people take advantage of you. So what we do, me and Robo do very well is we play tough. And yeah.
Renard, just how much does it help your confidence when you knock down your first shot like that early on in the game?
It's a big boost confidence. But again, I just want to thank my teammates for finding me and giving me the open looks.
Coach, it seemed Nye Redding was more involved in this game than the last game. I guess what did you see out of him tonight?
When we looked at starters in rotation and we looked at Nye, the thing we wrote by his name was when we needed some toughness and energy, that was the guy we turned to. And I felt like he gave us a great spark in the first half, and he really got us going in the second half when I felt like that second unit didn't start the game with the energy they needed to start with. So, it's nice to have those kind of numbers and that kind of depth on this team because it just allows you to hold guys accountable to playing hard and staying focused and doing their job. And Nye was certainly really good in the game. He really turned the game for us in terms of the energy tonight.
Once again, Valentin had to guard someone more than half a foot shorter than him, but it looked like he was able to adjust after a while.
We tried to get him to understand if he would just run, dunk, and block shots and rebound, he doesn't have to worry about much else. And I thought he was a little bit more comfortable. You got to realize he hasn't played in about a year and a half, 2 years, I think, having transferred coming out of Houston. So for him to get in front of people, it's going to take him some time. We just remember the days where you cannot score in practice because he's so dominant in the paint. But he did a good job, I thought, again, as adjusting to a smaller team. It'll be nice to get Connor back because he needs to start getting his feet wet and understanding how to play smaller guys also. But yet, the bigger teams in the conference, the bigger team on the schedule, I think those two guys will do a good job against them.
Connor went through warm-ups. Is it fair to say he's getting closer?
He is closer. This week coming up, he'll get into some live contact drills. We're just working on his conditioning right now, but he's been cleared to do as much as he can handle, and so far he says he feels great. And hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we can play him a few minutes, not major minutes, come next Friday.
I guess it's a question for all three of you guys, but just honoring Coach Raveling tonight and what he's meant for basketball. What was that like for you guys tonight?
Well, I'll start. I think anytime you bring back one of your own at a school, it's just a tremendous feeling. The town was abuzz. People were so excited to have Coach here. And the fact that he's meant so much to the game of basketball, not only as a coach and getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, but such an ambassador of the game and continues to be an ambassador today. So we should feel extremely fortunate to have him a part of this school, part of this school's history and tradition. And for him to come back just means the world for our program and for these players too. The job he did in our locker room today, speaking to them about Dr. King and his experience there, that's just invaluable. I mean, for these guys to understand, that was a history lesson in itself. I wish this entire campus could have been in that locker room to hear that talk.
Yeah, to piggyback what Coach said, he paved the way for Coach. He paved the way for pretty much our whole entire team to be here, and it's an honor for me for him to be here. And we appreciate everything he's done for this whole entire school, university, and basketball itself too. And what he's going to continue to keep doing, and we'll never forget him.
It was a good moment for me for meeting him today, and just being in the gym, like when they announced his name, it was just crazy. I was like, dang, he's really here, and it just hit me. And I just want to thank him for coming.
Any more questions for these three? All right, we're gonna send them.